Hey friends, it's that time of year when we start thinking about gifts, and we here at IGYG would like to offer a few suggestions to fill up those stockings with great games.
Each game featured will be linked in the description down below.
Sounds good?
Let's go!
Let's look at Tenzi. In Tenzi, every player gets 10 dice. The object of the game is to roll the dice all at the same time as fast as possible. The player who gets all dice on the same number and yells Tenzi is the winner. Boom, done, buy it.
Ready for everything to always be changing? Welcome to FLUXX. At the start of this game, you draw one card and play one card. But then everything changes, with new rules and goals as the game progresses. To win, you have to meet the goal on your turn, whatever it happens to be. Also, there are many versions of FLUXX.
Spot it. It's a simple pattern recognition game in which players try to find an image shown on two cards. Whoever spots the symbol in common on both cards claims that card. Then another card is revealed for players to search, and so on. Whoever has collected the most cards when the deck runs out wins. And it's perfect for waiting for food at a restaurant or on a road trip. Speaking of restaurants, Sushi Go is a 20-minute game of drafting cards. Score points for collecting the most sushi rolls or making a full set of sashimi. Dip your favorite nigiri in wasabi to triple its value. And once you've eaten it all, finish your meal with pudding. But be careful which sushi you allow your friends to take. It might be just what they need to beat you, because after picking a card to play, you'll pass your entire hand of cards to the left. Each turn you'll need to weigh which cards to keep and which to pass on.
Speaking of passing, Pass the Pigs is one of the best push your luck games. You roll pigs hoping to get a schnauter, a trotter, a leading jowler, but watch out for the pig out or the oinkers, for these will lose you points. Stop whenever you want to add the points to your piggy bank, or just keep going and hope not to lose all your points. The first player to 100 wins.
In Sleeping Queens, you'll be waking up these napping nobles from their royal slumbers. The 12 queen cards lie face down on the table. On your turn, you may play a king to awaken one, play a knight to steal someone else's queen, play a potion to send a queen back to sleep, use a jester to try your luck with the top of the deck, or discard one or more number cards to draw more cards. Each queen card has a point value on it, and whenever all the required queens have been awakened or one player hits the point threshold, the game ends and whoever has the most points wins.
Want to spark your imagination or pass the time during a road trip? Rory's Story Cubes is what you're looking for. There are many versions and themes to choose from. I like the adventure story mode. You start by rolling a single die and then use the image on that die to create a story. Each person then has to repeat what you said and add to it with another die roll. The challenge is to see how long of a story you can tell with your friends and family. A few years ago, this game won the Best Family Game Award. You're building your own kingdom and trying to get the richest territories for your people. Each round, you get a new tile to place into your grid. The game ends when everybody has had a chance to build a 5x5 grid, and then multiply the matching tiles with the crowns you have to see who has the highest score. And if you've enjoyed this game, try adding in the Giants expansion for more fun. Dao is a great puzzle-like game where each player moves one piece any amount of spaces horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. There are 3 ways to win and 1 way to lose. A 2x2 box will win, corners will win, as well as a horizontal or vertical straight line. But you lose if you lock an opponent's piece in a corner.
Thumbs up! This game has a lot of ways to adjust for different ages. Everyone gets 2 of each ring, then you flip the card in the middle of the table. Then, it's a race to put the rings on your thumb in the correct order as shown, and shout, thumbs up!
How well do you know history? Do you have a good idea of when things happened? Test it out with timeline. Each player has 4 cards laid out on the table and adds 1 to the shared timeline that's being created in the middle of the table each turn. Each card has a picture on it, and on the back side is the year the event happened. Add a card to the timeline by guessing what year it belongs in. So if you're right, great! But if you're wrong, draw a new card. Good luck with this brain teaser.
Phase 10. A rummy type card game where players compete to be the first to finish completing all 10 phases. Phases include collecting runs of numbers, collecting a certain number of a given color, etc. The first player to finish completing the 10th phase wins. A classic since 1982.
Love brain teasers? Try Set. Start by laying out 12 cards in a rectangle, then each player takes a turn removing a set of 3 cards. A set is 3 cards that have all the same symbols, colors, numbers, or shading. If anyone can't find a set, you add 3 more cards and play until you've drawn all the cards. The player with the most cards wins.
Do you love escape rooms but don't want to go out? Try Exit the Game. There are lots of these, and I have yet to find a bad one. If you're new, make sure to get a novice difficulty or dive right into the expert level. It's a great way to spend an hour or 2.
Of course, there are many other games that we could recommend, but these are just a few of our favorites. Are there any of these that you love or want us to do a deeper dive into?
And what would you like to see added to this list? It's gotta fit in a stocking to count. Leave your suggestions down below in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And a Merry Christmas from us and our families.
And remember that we're game if you're game.